So welcome guys. So today we are going to find out the factorial of a number in 3-4 ways. So if you want to jump any method directly, you can go through the timestamp given in description. So first of all, what is mean by factorial? So factorial क्या होता है? Factorial means the multiplication of all the numbers from 1 to that number itself. Okay, that is the simple definition of the factorial. Okay, there is not much thing. Okay, so when you see about this formula of factorial, means what this is the formula 1 2, we are going to multiply all the numbers till n. So first of all, in our mind it will come an for loop. Okay, so the first way is using loop. We are going to find the factorial of a number. Okay, so if we have an example, we have to find the factorial of 5. Okay, so how we will take an approach? So I want to multiply all the numbers from 1 2 3 4 5. I will write here 3 4 and 5. Okay, so what I will do, so I will iterate a loop till 5 and multiply all the numbers. Okay, so I will create a box, means a default box where I am going to store my multiplication, that is the factorial number, and I will iterate a loop. Okay, so we will iterate from last. Okay, so we have this number 5, so we will iterate our loop from the 5. Okay, so from 5 I will iterate till, okay, 0 might be 1. Okay, so what is the difference for 0 to 1? So we'll see, and we will decrease our I. Okay, we will decrease our loop, and first of all we will store our number 1 because we want to multiply that with this number which we are going to iterate. So response is result. Okay, result is equal to result, where result is our 1 into that number itself. Okay, 5. Okay, now our result is 5 in first iteration, then 5 will go to 4 into 5, what is that, 20, and like that. कब तक जाना है मुझे? till 1 तक. When we get the number 1, our condition will get false and our loop will stop, because we don't want to multiply by 1 na, because when we multiply by 1 anything, it will give the same result. Okay, like 20 into 1 is equal to what? 20. That's not no much, so we don't want to iterate till 1. Okay, so we are not going to multiply with 1 because we know that the answer. Okay, so we will write here the code. So first of all, I will take an integer n and take an scanf. Okay, scanf %d, and what is this, and of n. Okay, here we have taken the input. Now I will call, okay, I will print directly factorial factorial of %d colon %d. Okay, I am directly calling my function in printf as I want to directly print my output. So the first %d is n, and the second one will be my factorial function. Okay, where I am passing my n. Okay, so we will write that in another function. So basically we will first of all create int fact, and we are taking arguments n. Okay, so if we think that in C we have a limited range, okay, to increase that limited range of number unsigned, okay, I am returning an unsigned integer. Okay, so here we'll first of all return result. We are going to create one variable result. Okay, result is equal to 1. So we are going to assign that 1 because we are multiplying the numbers in loop. So as I said, we are going to iterate our loop from backside, means we know the n and we have to go till 1. Okay, so we are going to iterate from backside. So here for loop, our int I is equal to 1, oh sorry, int I is equal to n, that we are getting from the arguments, and so our n I should be greater than 1 as we do not want to go till 0, and I minus minus, because we know everything which we multiplies with 1 will give us that number itself, and here we are assigning result to result star I. Okay, that's it. Okay, control S, I will pass the input as 5, control S, control shift B. Okay, okay, that's our answer. Factorial of 5 is 120. Okay, so that's the thing. If we take here 10, control S, control shift B. Okay, 10 का इतना है. So that is our first approach. Now we will see the recursion approach. Okay, I think you all should know basically what is means by recursion. Recursion क्या होता है? Recursion means we are calling our function itself till we are getting some base case. Okay, there are two types, like recursive case and the base case. Recursive case means recursive case calls the function again, base case terminates our function. Okay, so in recursion function, one of the conditions should be base case, where we are going to terminate our function call. Okay, so in this factorial program, if you are seeing this diagram, we will call our function again. Okay, manipulating our argument or parameter, we are going to call our function again. So when our n is 5, we are going to call the factorial function with the multiplication. That's it, we are multiplying with the return of the another function. Okay, so we are calling that like function with another function, another function. When we will get the factorial of 1, okay, the factorial of 1 is 1. Okay, then we are going to return 1. We know the factorial of 1 is 1, so this is our base case. Okay, this should be our base case. Where we are going to terminate our recursive call. Okay, so we know that factorial of 1 is always 1. Okay, so from here our function will return. Okay, so here it will return 2, so 2 by 3 into 2 6. From here we are going to return 6. Okay, 6 into 4 24, and from here we are going to return 24, and lastly we will get our main return value. Okay, so it is like a stack where मतलब inside में होता तो stack के through ही है. Okay, so if our program has not the base case, it is going again and again like a recursion, then stack overflow का error आ जाता है. So basic thing वही है. So this is about the recursion. In recursion we call the function itself till we are getting the base case. Okay, so here our base case is factorial 1. Okay, इस image में जैसे मैंने बताया था ये factorial of 0 1 होता है, ये भी हमें मालूम है, but we also know that factorial of 1 is 1. Okay, so that we are going to use. So I will just remove this. Okay, I will just remove this part of code, control X, and I will put that here. Okay, so here we are going to call this factorial function again. Okay, so first of all we are going to that function in return. Okay, so lastly what I want, 5 into the return value of factorial of n minus 1, okay, which is 4. Okay, I am going to multiply the 5 with the factorial of 4. Okay, that's it, not 4, we are going to directly hard code it, n minus 1. Okay, so this is our recursive call. Okay, recursive case, it will always call this function factorial again. Now we have to write one base case where we are going to stop our recursion calls. Okay, so if our n is equal to 1, I know that my factorial will be 1, so here I am going to return 1. Otherwise I am going to call my recursive cases, means I am going to call my function again. So this is our recursive case and this is base case. Okay, where we are going to terminate our function. Okay, so that's it. So control S, Control S हुआ क्या? Okay, I will change here by 3. Okay, here also Control S, Control Shift B. Okay, factorial of 3, what is it? Okay, so sorry, I have taken here 5. Okay, so that's why, because of this example I have taken that 5. Yeah, okay, so here should be n. Okay, so Control S, Control Shift B, and that's it. Factorial of 3 is 6. Okay, this is the second method. Now now there is another method, means there is another thing that we know, that is ternary operator. Okay, we are going to take approach of recursion only, but we are going that with this ternary operator. Okay, so in ternary operator, if our condition is true, then it will take this part, and if our condition is false, then it will take this part. It is like if else part, just we are converting that into ternary operator. Okay, so I will take this into array. I will remove this. Okay, we are going to that using ternary operator. So same condition, if okay, we are going to return the factorial na, return if our n is equal to 1, then what I am going to return, that is 1. Otherwise I am going to return fact. I am going to call our function again, n minus 1. Okay, I have to multiply with n na, n star n minus 1. Okay, Control S, Control Shift B, and run. Okay, that's it. That's the basic ternary operator. Okay, I am taking here 5, Control S, Control Shift B, and that is 120. Okay, so this is the third approach, and we will see the last approach. So in the last approach, we are going to find out the factorial using math.h. We know that in math.h there are many mathematical functions that we can use. There is one more function called tagma function. So first of all, I have to share that the tagma function is not used to find the factorial. So basically it is used to find the gamma function. So just remember that this is for the knowledgeable part, not as such usable part. Okay, so there is a function called tagma. Okay, we will see that in tagma function, tagma, we have to pass the number greater than 1 only. Okay, Control S, Control Shift B, and that's the okay. So it is giving, okay, so it returns the double value. Okay, double value, no? Yes, it returns the double value. Control S, Control Shift B, and that's it. Okay, so this is the factorial. We can also convert it integer na. Okay, we will typecast. Okay, if you don't know what is typecast, there is a video that I have created. You can see that. I know you all know about the typecast, but by marketing कब करेंगे यार? So that's it. So these are the 3-4 ways. If you have any another way or any another approach, please comment it down, share your knowledge here. So thank you guys.